real slow. Just hold your rear and hope it don't explode. I really hope this rocket works. We're feeling like a group of jerks. Think my bra hit my face. Now it's shooting into outer space. Don't know how this rocket works. Baby, I'm no Captain Kirk. Think I just burst my gut when my head went into my butt.
It's a success, isn't it? A great success?
You've achieved great success.
Great success!
Great success.
Great success.
Great success. And now, folks, once again,
The element most essential to our success.
How'd you like that firework parody? I thought that was pretty clever. You know, because today Katy Perry's going with Gayle King and Lauren Sanchez up into space. Oh, the smell of weirdos in the morning. Smells like victory. Good morning. You like my new boombox shirt? This is my old school white dad shirt. I got this at Academy yesterday. It was 20% off weekend with Cape Girardeau Parks and Recs. And if you shopped online, you got an additional 30% off on regular price merchandise. I meant to look last night at the regular price merchandise because they had some really cool new Cardinal shirts, and I was going to get one for me and that dad for my birthday. And I forgot. And now that sale is over. Shit. But a nice parody of Katy Perry's Firework this morning. You know, that's one of those songs that will always take me back to Layla being little. My daughter is her firework. She pumped that song. And that song, they pump you up. It should pump you up. You should be a firework, damn it. Light a fuse in your ass and step it up. Yes, I did. And that is not, I'm not joking, Bethy. With Gayle King from CBS and Lauren Sanchez. And they're all going up to space. And Gayle's, I want to see what Gayle's bangs and eyelashes do in space. Will they actually separate? She always reminds me of the dog in Lady of the Tramp that had like the bangy hair, you know? She's a tramp, but she loves him. Or he's a tramp, whatever it is. Anyway, she might be. That sail has set. All right, hey, it's Bon Jovi Day. Hey, Gregory Gannon in Jersey, it's Bon Jovi Day. So you're halfway there, all right? I don't know much of the details of it, but I can tell you this, as far as I remember, because we talked about it a couple weeks ago. I believe it's an all-female crew as well. So it's only going to be women on this journey. So empower it. National Pecan Day, or Pecan Day, depending on your Mason-Dixon line association. Enjoy your pecans, or pecans, or enjoy Pekingese, if you like those. National Gardening Day. I would love to do some gardening today. However, I have to work. But I need to do some gardening. Our front flower beds, my big giant lily iris thingies, a giant with the teeth on them and shit, they've started coming. They're about 4 or 5 inches up. So now I can put my landscape down and let those pop through. And my bluebell looking ones, they're cruising too. Yeah, all female crew on a Bezos Blue Origin space flight. Yeah. And I'm sure that Paramount / CBS / whatever ownership is funding a lot of this. I mean, obviously, it's been a crank on CBS's self-promotion. I think it's cool as shit for Gayle. You know, I think that'd be cool. I don't honestly think I could do that. I just don't. I don't know. To me, as badly as I wanted to be an astronaut as a kid, now at 50, that's a long way up and a long way back. And trusting human technology to make it work. It's National Dolphin Day. That's what that means in dolphin. That was dolphinese. You're welcome. International Moment of Laughter Day. Ha! Okay, see, I celebrated. You can too. Hopefully during this show. Good morning, John. Happy Monday, sir. I hope you're doing well this morning. Is that the cock rocket? No, I don't think it's the one that looks like the Austin Powers joke one, though. But that was a whole thing. It is? It is? They're sending them in the cock rocket? Well, okay, Monday, you got it. You win. You got me. It's National Ex-Spouse Day. I'd like to celebrate my ex-spouse today, Voldemort. National Grits Day. I do love some grits. I believe my ex-spouse would go mound down on some grits as well. You know how I like my grits? I like my grits with a little sugar and a little milk and butter. I don't do grits anymore because diet, right? But some people like grits, like hearty grits, like grits with it's like scrimps and grits. Now you get down on that too. That's the good stuff. Grits are versatile. They're grit-tastic. I think we should have an SDF all-women's space mission. We've got, are you kidding me? Look at the freaking palette of women we have in Socially Distant Fest. We could possibly, I don't know. I think it could go beyond a space flight. I think we could start a form of government here. I mean, just look at the palette of women. SDF has this nest of wonderful, strong women. I'm telling you what, it's a veritable untapped gold mine of feminine power. Good morning, Troy. We had by the way, thank you. Jamie sends an extended thank you for the gift card at dinner at her birthday. I know it's been a minute, but I wanted to say thank you. And of course, it was awesome, and you guys are always the best. We appreciate it. Scrimps and grits are amazeballs. You're absolutely right. You know what I had yesterday or Saturday night? We went to dinner at the Mexican place, and I camarones de momia, and they bacon wrapped the shrimp, right? But I asked them to make it extra crispy bacon. And they go good bacon, thick bacon. Man, they came out, looked like somebody just slapped a hog gel around a shrimp. I was like, I don't even know where the shrimp went. Just cook that shit up. Let's go. It is National Grits Day and National Bracelet Day. I actually wear 2 bracelets on my wrist every day, pretty much every day, unless I'm doing something that they could get caught up on. But this leather one, I got at the Feed My Starving Children event when we were filling feed bags. That sounds really tacky, but anyway, this is one of the artisan things. This little cross bracelet I got here. And then this black and orange and white one is for my Central Tiger kids and supporting my daughter's friend Sydney, cheerleader, and they were selling them for that. And so I wore this until it falls off or until my kids graduate and I don't have to wear, unless they go to school somewhere that's black and orange. I don't know. All right, so National Bracelet Day, celebrate. And of course, Taylor Swift fans, big on the bracelets, right? Bethy, I love that. I would be the dictator you could trust. You know, remember when Obama and they had like the red blue posters, kind of an iconic art. We should rock some of those. I think we might have once upon a time. I think there was a Jake face one like that, like the Obama posters. In the North, you call it cream of wheat. Yes. Perfect. All right. That may make you try grits again. Oh yeah, John, if it's a texture thing, it doesn't change the texture. But you need a kitten update. Okay, so this morning I didn't glance in. It was still dark when I left. But when I got home yesterday evening from the baseball game, I did check in, and there was mama's doing good, babies are doing good. I will report, though, unfortunately, Saturday night, the runt, the 5th one that I found like a day and a half late, ended up passing away and didn't make it. And it was the runt of the litter, and as cliche as that sounds, it's a legit thing. And Carrie came out in the morning before I did, and she had pushed it to the front of the cat house, and it was cold and stiff. So I know it was sad. It only had 48 hours of life, and that's a bummer. But the other 4 are doing great. They're squirming around. They're still in the house, and I'm going to make some adjustments to my back porch and put up our old baby gate fencing, because I don't want them. Porch is like 3.5 feet off the ground. I don't want them to go under the rail if they do venture out of the house. And the house has a ledge, so hopefully it'll keep them in for a minute. But anyway, there you go. There's your kitten update. I don't have any updated pictures. I think I may have put up on Facebook. I don't know. I put an updated side-by-side this morning, by the way, on TikTok right before we went live, so I don't think any of you would have seen it yet. But it was an updated side-by-side of me because it's been a year. It's been actually a year and 10 days since I started my weight loss journey, and I hit my goal last week, like my dead stop goal last week. I didn't want to get any lighter than 225. And I never in my life, if you'd asked me a year ago, okay, you're going to start this, where do you think you're going to be? If I had said 225, I would have genuinely laughed out loud, because that's a lot. So anyway, I put that up. If you guys check that out later if you want, and you can see the atrophied Darren who needs to get in the gym now. I got no more excuses. Now I'm done losing the fat that is just losing the fat. Now I got to replace some muscles with or replace fats with the muscles. Misplaced colon. You know, Fred, there's something painful about a misplaced colon. All right, here's today's TIQ. Let's transition. Sorry the green screen doesn't look right. I had to flip it off last week, and I can never fine-tune it just right. Thanks, John. It has been I don't know, it's just been a crazy, crazy journey. For the average woman, this will occur about 4 times in her lifetime. What easy? What is going on with the ladies? Ladies. For the average woman, this will occur about 4 times in her lifetime. What? I wish that would not say pinned comment. And you guys are rocking this morning. We're having fun this morning. I am not having an orgasm. 4 times. I mean, you never know, Fred. Yeah, date a better guy. A miscarriage. That's a good guess. Marriage. No. Good guess. All good guesses. Keep it up. We'll keep an eye on the old guessing machine. Good morning, Chad. It's been a hot minute. Checking in. How you doing? Hey, you guys have some homebrew shenanigans coming up soon, don't you? A little KC Hall beer shenanigans or something? I think I remembered seeing something about that. I'll have to talk that up. I know it's not today, so I'll throw it in Wednesday or something. But guess away. Today's winner gets the recognition in the digital manner on this show and a hearty ringing of the cowbell. Passed over for promotion by a less qualified male. Good guess. Not it. Menopause. Good guess. Not it. It's time for the birthdays. Ooh, who wants some ice cream? Here's a bowl full of diabetes just for you. Zoobity boop, poopity scoop. That's a big scoop of poop. Job change. She's wrong 4 times in her lifetime. Accurate? Maybe. Right answer? Job change. No. Good guess. You know, sometime we need to take a pause and you go back and just make a list. I don't know where this came from. I'm just thinking of this because job change. I've had a lot of jobs in my life. I've been quite the Walter Mitty. And sometimes you should just make life lists. Go back. What are all the jobs I've had? Or what are all the vehicles I've driven? Make that life list, okay? And save it for your kids, your grandkids, or whatever. Hey, in 2025, here's what I'd done to this point. Make a life list. Do that today of whatever. Sexual partners. I don't care. I think jobs would be a good place to start. What jobs you have now, and then go back. You don't have to build your resume. My first job was I cut Christmas trees down, whatever it was. She actually shuts a cabinet door. She leaves the seat up for once. Oh, no. Take time off to work, care for family and kiddos. No. Good guess. Happy birthday to Tabitha Velasquez Grammar. Tab on air. And if you guys go back with us to when we had 107.1 The Zone, it was our alt-rock radio station, late 90s, early 2000s here in southeast Missouri. It was owned by the other guys, not us. But they had a great set of DJs. It's where I first met my almost 30-year friend, Kiefer Bonzi. Bonzi works in the Springfield, Illinois market in radio, morning show guy on like a pop hit station. So he's one of those cool volleyball dads like me, except I'm married and he's not. So ladies, you think I'm funny. Ha! Kiefer. You guys need to check him out, and he's fucking adorable. But anyway, it has nothing to do with him. Tabitha also worked that station, and Tabitha made more sense than Kiefer on any given day. She is an awesome human, stayed in radio as well. She's been in Oklahoma for a long time, banging it out there and doing amazing things. And Tab has lost a bunch of weight. She looks amazing too. Cheers to you. Happy birthday. I know you're like 30 today. I've determined it. Tab, you're the best. We miss you. We had so much fun here. They hosted Tone Deaf All-Stars in the studio, which is saying a lot for actual FM radio to put us on air and hope and pray that the FCC isn't listening. So cheers to that. Answers in here. Let's see. Weight gain. No. Mailman. No. Cheap viewers on streambo.com. Remove the space. No thank you, Twitch spammer. Suck a bag of hammers. Keeping it clean-ish. All right. Tab, happy birthday. It's also Roanne Dean's birthday. Roanne, oh my gosh. Talented musician, fabulous teacher, now principal. High five to Roanne. Happy birthday to you. I would sing you happy birthday, but it will not be good enough. I don't feel I can do it justice. Roanne's awesome. We love you. Happy birthday. Orgasms. Second guess for orgasms. Dennis guessed the same thing, Bethy. And let's write this down. Dennis and Bethy may have been on the same channel this morning right now. That's something. Oh, John, you're in the ballpark. Bethy, no, it is not orgasms, and it is not 4 midgets. Having children. No. Good guesses. It's Little Miss Sunshine's birthday today. Abigail Breslin, the girl who played Little Miss Sunshine, is now 29 today. Arcade Fire's Win Butler is 45. Sarah Michelle Gellar out there slaying the vamps and turning 48 today. Anderson Silva is 50. You can still whip your ass. Rapper DeBrat is 51. She drives a Subaru. Adrian Brody is 52. Anthony Michael Hall is 57. Still a virgin. No, I'm kidding. Anthony Michael Hall grew up to be kind of a badass looking guy, you know? He got kind of rugged. It's a little chiseled, little cop rocker. Gets the Friends hairstyle. No. That's funny. So no one told you that your hair would look this cray. You got the part to the side. The bangs are in your face. New glasses. Nope. Shaves their hair for locks for jocks. Or any of that. Nope. No. You're in the ballpark. He's swinging. He keeps fouling out, but he's still at bat. Anthony Michael Hall, happy 57th birthday. Brad Garrett is 65 today. And posthumous happy birthday to Pete Rose. He would have been 84 on this date. Maybe she should, Fred. Maybe she should. Crank away on the TIQ. We're going to get into today's Moments in History. I have brought you this ice from across the sea to cool your fruits. Thank you. You're welcome. It was on this date in 1828 the Webster's Dictionary was first published. Before then, we had no recorded books with words. Nope. Not getting a perm, but potentially getting a perm. Bowl cut. I mean, Bethy, you guys are swinging. Oh, my God, just outside the foul pole. That one would have been a 3-run homer. Oh, these wins. Changing hairstylists. Nope. When you're getting in the ballpark. 1865, on this date, tragedy struck when U.S. President Abraham Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth in the Ford Theater. 1865. He died 2 days later. Change hairstyles. Lets the guys... A hairstyle that makes them cry. That I'm going to give it to you, Bethy. John, you guys were right on the cusp, and I'm going to give John honorable mention. The actual answer, she'll receive a terrible haircut. So the perm, potentially a terrible haircut, or potentially an eastbound and down mullet of glory. So not considerably a terrible haircut. But yeah, a hairstyle that makes them cry. I will give due diligence to say that is a terrible haircut. So, good job, Bethy, and welcome, John. Thank you. A hearty high five. Has to have someone else fix a bad haircut. You know, I always enjoyed getting my haircut as a kid. I'll be honest, I kind of had a crush on my hairstylist when I was a kid. And, ooh, I got 2 commas in 14. How did I do that? Let's fix that straight away. Okay. Anyway, she was hot. She had big doe brown eyes, and she stayed really close to me. It's probably why I started shaving my head, so I could control myself around my hairstylist. Are you saying you got a thing for hairstylists, Darren? No. It was 1912. The Titanic started sinking. It ran into me out in the ocean. Clunk. Hanging out in the North Atlantic, 11:40 p.m. Oh, I think I'll hit the sack. Ow. What the hell? Big-ass ship. The ship started sinking, sank overnight, went under the next morning with the loss of 1,517 lives. Despite all the historical fiction behind it, it's a tragic, tragic event. Everybody has their thing. You're right, Fred. School pictures to prove bad haircuts. We should have a school picture sharing day. Show your worst school picture haircut. I think mine would probably be 7th grade. No. Maybe 9th grade. I had like starter mullet. And it was like this poof in front. Like just poof. I don't even know how I did it. I had real bad calyx and bye hair. 1956, the first VCR was invented. Yeah, 1956. Somebody didn't want to miss the Send You to the Moon Alice. 1979, the Doobie Brothers hit #1 with What a Fool Believes. You know, the Doobie Brothers back together. Michael McDonald even on the same train, and they're going to be touring. That's kind of cool. Well, I know Michael McDonald. You know, I like him. Was your mom cutting your hair with the bowl cut? My mom cut my hair. I cut my kids' hair a couple times, I think. I cut other kids' hair. I'm not a bad hair cutter, to be honest. Lawson wouldn't let me. He wouldn't let me. That's right. I didn't get to cut Lawson's hair. 2013, never forget. Justin Bieber went to the Anne Frank Museum. Wrote the following in the guest book. Quote, truly inspiring to be able to come here. Anne was a great girl. Hopefully, she would be a believer. I'm going to bring that up every year. Year 12. And in 2016, at the Fox Theater in Atlanta, Prince performed his last live concert, passing away a week later. His final live performance, Purple Rain. Yup. You wore Mork and Mindy suspenders, like with the buttons and everything, Mike? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I don't know. I had did you guys ever have you got sent home or you had to change your shirt for school pictures? I got sent to school on school picture day in a t-shirt my dad had brought back from Tijuana with 3 frogs on the front. I think I may have mentioned this years ago. El bueno, el malo, y el tanto. And it had, one of them was drinking, one of them was smoking a cigar, the other one had a big old bong or something that he was holding, and mom and dad didn't catch it. And that's what I went to school in for school picture day. I think they made, either mom and dad brought a shirt in, or I had to turn it inside out. I don't remember. Ay, Dios mío. The first episode of Futurama was today. Bam, 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 bam. That's all the Today in History stuff, by the way. Let's get Stone Richards in here. I'm in a good mood because the weather doesn't suck, and I hope Stone's got more positivity for me. Hey there, pal. How you doing? How was your weekend, Stone? Did you get up to some shit? Crazy boy. He was Stone the weekend before last, he was at a sorority party. And I was like, he called me for a ride at 2 a.m. No, I'm kidding. It was 2:30. All right, today we are currently at 62 degrees, a lovely day for a morning walk here in downtown Cape. Light winds, and we're going to keep those light winds till this afternoon. May see some 15-mile-an-hour gusts, but nothing big. Whoa, what are you doing falling over? High today, 74. Holy shnikes, with mostly sunny skies. I think it'll be more partly sunny. I think we'll see more clouds today. And those will stick around to tonight. Low of 46, skies clearing overnight for a sunny Tuesday ahead, and cooler tomorrow with a high of 64. A little breezier tomorrow as well, 10 to 15 mile-an-hour sustained and 25 mile-an-hour gusts. Tuesday night, low of 41, clear skies. Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 67 with light and variable winds. We do have a chance of rain Wednesday night into Thursday, like a 30% chance, but back up to 73 on Thursday. So I'm hoping it's a good week. A good week to get some gardening done. It is National Gardening Day today, after all. And Stone encourages you to get those babies in the ground. Now, me personally, I like to subscribe to the rule that my grandmother, the great green thumb that she was, subscribed to, which is you just don't plant shit till after Easter. Easter is this Sunday. So, am I preemptively planting before Easter if I put any babies in the ground today? I don't know. I guess so. But we did have a little bit of frost Saturday morning over the weekend, so you never know what's going to happen, right? Hey, Stone, thanks, buddy. Have a great week. I'll see you on Wednesday. Whew. It's Brekkie Bits time. This is why eggs are so expensive, because people just keep using them for dumb things like this. Hypnotoad. I should have Hypnotoad just glaring in the background. All right. Sorry, I was distracted. I felt like I wasn't catching up comments. It's hard. Like, I try to keep the Facebook comments while I'm watching them in Restream, but instead of it just showing in threads, it just says replying to, and I'm like, I don't remember what he said. So dumb. Bite my shiny metal ass. All right, let's dig in on your Brekkie Bits. Michael Kent Jones recently graduated from the University of Idaho College of Law. Congratulations, sir. Mr. Kent Esquire, he is 74. He has now the new record for the oldest person in the U.S. to receive a law degree. Hey, start now. Knock yourself out. 74, though. He said, fuck it, I'm going to go to law school. I'm curious what Michael Kent Jones was up to before he decided to go to law school. Jelly Roll, speaking of weight loss this morning, Jelly Roll, as you know, he jumped on board with the shots thing, and I'm hoping that, and it sounds like he must be, making the right changes with his lifestyle beyond that to make some serious change. And boy, he had. Here's the thing. When I looked at Jelly Roll, I don't know how tall Jelly Roll is, so perspective's everything, but he was a big, heavy boy, right? He started at 540. Dude was at 540. I thought he may be 450. I knew he was heavier than me because he had a lot more like leg heavy all the way down, right? But 540. He is down now to 357 pounds. That's, 180 pounds plus. He has lost more than I have already. And he's at 357. He's got a goal to get down to 250. You'll get there, Jelly Roll. You're going to fucking get there. You're going to get there. When you do, call me and we're going to, I don't know, we'll sing a damn song together. Nobody knows who I am, but I promise I will sing well. But Jelly Roll, call me up. Let's do a weight loss conversation. We'll have a Zoom chat. Or if you're in St. Louis, I'll drive up and buy you lunch. We'll hang out. Have some wings or some shit. With the rub, not a sauce. It's good for the weight loss. But congrats to Jelly Roll. I think that's good. Good for him. Getting in good healthiness. Oh, yeah. So about this guy, the lowering egg prices before Easter. People said, they should go back down for Easter. It actually increased again last month. A new record high of $6.23 per dozen on average. What are you guys paying? It sucks, right? Especially we like coloring eggs. I love coloring eggs. That's one of my favorite things to do. One of my favorite artsy crafty things to do. But this year, as a family, with my sister and everybody, we're going to hang out Sunday. We're just going to have coloring books. We're going to color some coloring books. And I got some adult coloring books, right? Like a great big F-bomb, and it's all pretty with flowers around it. I'm taking that coloring book. We're going to color the shit out of some adult coloring books. And that's going to be fun, too. But what are you guys doing? I've seen where people were carving potatoes or coloring potatoes, just peel them and color them. I don't know. I kind of a lot of them don't. And that's why if you pay attention to Nashville and who's playing every weekend in Nashville, you find a lot of those people that write the songs that get famous, right? But it's good for them as a songwriter. A friend of mine from high school, her older brother, that's basically what he did. Is he moved? I want to say he might have been in Austin for a while, but he's been in Nashville for a long time as a songwriter and has written some great big hits. And he can sing them in a bar, and people are like, "Oh, he's covering that thing." They're like, "Nope, he fucking wrote it." Oh, really? Yeah. Go talk to the guy. He's pretty sharp. But I don't really have a problem with people not writing their own songs. I've sang songs other people have written my whole life. I write most of my originals that I've ever sang were shit we came up with on an open mic night or whatever. But, what is his name? He was like 5 or 6 years older than me, so I didn't know him in school or anything. His sister's name was Stephanie. Gosh dang it. I'd have to go look it up. I can't remember what his last name is. It's been a long time. God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Frick. Anyway, he was originally from Jackson, Missouri, which is where I grew up. But he would have graduated. He'd probably be closer to like 56, 57 now, I guess. Because I want to say he was 5 or 6 years older than us. Anyway, grass is jelly roll. Egg prices suck. I wouldn't mind coloring some eggs. I might suck it up and buy a dozen whites. And that's the thing is, like, you can, Stephanie, obviously not you, Stephanie, but it was somebody, I want to say, in your class. Maybe her name wasn't. Shit, now it's going to bother me. Oh, well. I'll have to figure it out and let you know. Because I'm sure you would know them, but I cannot think of who it is. I want to say it starts with an L now. Shit. That's going to bother me. Don't you hate that? I wish you could do like Harry Potter and just pull them little silver threads out your head and put that shit in there and look at it. Her last name begins with R. I think you're right. Yeah. You can throw it in here. Ain't nobody give a shit. But I can't remember. Damn it. Yeah, her maiden name. Now you're just teasing my brain. Hey, according to a new survey, the average person begins to panic when your phone battery drops to 38%. You get below 38 and it's like, oh no, am I going to make it? Okay, so yeah, she was. Okay, so at least I'm not that crazy. It is another Stephanie. Stephanie R. Stephanie, Ramey? Is that it? Maybe so. An all-British cast of Saturday Night Live will be starting up. They're going to launch it in the UK next year. And yes, Lorne Michaels will be producing the show. Good day, everyone. Chimney sweeps galore. Yes, okay. Yay! It must be those supplements I've been taking. An all-British cast, though, of SNL. I think it might be funny. I don't know. Why not? DoorDash has launched robot delivery in Chicago and Los Angeles. The robots are now delivering food in Chicago and LA. Soon, Skynet. Have his tour sponsored by Skippy Peanut Butter. The Protein Tour 2026. You remember the end of The Shining when they showed that vintage photo party, that chilling, that ooh moment? The photo at the party and Jack Nicholson's in the photo and they're like, huh? The original had been lost for decades, 45 years, but was recently found again, the original photo that they used. It was a photo of a St. Valentine's Day dance, a big ball in the Royal Palace Hotel in London, Valentine's Day of 1921. That was the original, and they found the original again. Recession, money, government, things I hate talking about on the morning show. Peanut butter and jelly tour. Oh, Dennis, that just flew over my head. I don't know how I didn't pick up on that. See, that's my brain thinking, yeah, peanut butter's a great source of protein. No. Some hairstylists are saying this is feeling an awful lot like 2008. The beauty salon recession indicator is saying people are skipping, postponing, or reducing their hair services. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm still spending the same amount on hair products that I always have. Yeah, John, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, that would be like saying, having, I don't know, the Smothers Brothers run Monty Python or something. That's just, that's apples and puppies. In Berlin, Fatu, the world's oldest gorilla, living in a zoo, she celebrated her 68th birthday. Happy birthday to Fatu. You're an old gorilla. Dang, I forgot about the Grinch costume thing. I totally forgot about that. You know, I've Grinched it with Funky Butt Brass Band at Delmar Hall for the Christmas stuff. I totally forgot I had Grinched previously in high school. Skinny Grinch back then. Fun shit. All right, it's time to dig in on some Easter facts. I've got 10 Easter facts. It's not really a top 10 list. I didn't go that deep today. We do have a Smarter Than a Fifth Grader coming up. And guess what? There's a math word problem in today's Smarter Than a Fifth Grader. Go ahead. Call me an asshole. Word problems are fun. I'll copy and paste it for you, though. Yeah, Stephanie was a Jackson High School. You know what's a marching band member? I'll tell you this, too. I was cleaning out garage this weekend, and I found a couple boxes of stuff Dad had sent a while back with me, and I must have taken them out, put them in the garage, and one of it was like old baseball trophies and high school stuff. But one of the things, you remember how we had those calendars, and you could like sell the calendars, and had a big print of the marching band, and then you tear off the pages like old fee store calendars? Well, anyway, we did that in high school, right, in my senior year, and I cut that top off, and I had saved it. I had it rolled up forever. And it fell out of the box and got wet on one end. I found that in the garage. I was so pissed because it was in perfect shape, except one whole side of it is just crapped. So I'm going to take a picture of it, and I'll probably post it up. The picture of the band is still good, so you can still see the big group picture of us in our heavy-ass, hot-ass marching band costumes. This is one ex-parrot. He is bereft of life. Easter is the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus Christ in the Christian religion. That's fact number 1. Number 2, eggs. Why eggs? Eggs have been seen as a symbol of fertility for millennia. The fabulous egg. Photoshop an egg in there. Springtime is considered to bring new life and rebirth, right? So spring, Easter, eggs, hooray. The run-on video, yeah, I've got that in my YouTube. You guys can go dig up some old high school marching band shit. I put up some, I must have just had my video camera on when we had like our senior practice. You know how they make you go and get your gowns and screw around and get yelled at a bunch and sit here and take pictures and shit. And I just had my video running. Now that's like a time capsule. It's like, look at all the bangs. Oh, the hair was so big. Americans spend $3.1 billion a year on Easter candy. $3.1 billion. That's a shitload of peeps. That is the second biggest candy holiday after Halloween. Halloween's number 1, Easter's number 2. St. Peter was a rabbit. Sure, Jason. St. Peter was a rabbit, but he's known for his cottontail. 70% of that Easter candy that we're purchasing is chocolate. 70%. 76% of Americans think the ears should be the first to be eaten on a bunny. I agree. I'm in the majority on that one. What do you do? Ears or ass? Where do you go first? Or toes? Depending on the bunny, I guess. You get a side profile bunny, it's almost always going to be ears. You get one of those 3D bunnies, you might just straight bite his face off. And you might be that kid. I don't blame you. You might just knock a hole in it and throw the little chocolate chips inside. Excuse me. He's joined the choir celestial. Fred's got the parrot skit going, running 100% in the back of my brain right now, still going. I need to go watch some. Monty Python. It's been a minute. I have my mom got me the entire collection back in the day. Face. Julian says going full face. Yeah, and in front of the kids. Oh, the Easter Bunny came. May the odds be ever in your favor. The candy button eyes. Pop them creepy candy button eyes out. Yeah, it's like Marty Feldman and the Easter Bunny. It's terrible. If you eat the first, they scream and scream, not the feet. Okay, yeah. You start with the ears and eyes. There you go. Egg dyes. What are they made of? Well, they were once made out of natural items like onion peels or tree bark, flower petals, juices, things like that. And you can still make them that way. It's a lot of fun to do some natural dyes for your eggs if you want to get a little artsy-craftsy. You know? Mosh it up. What about dyeing chickens? Okay, little Peeps chicks, like live ones. Do you remember this shit? I remember this vaguely in the 80s. Like, this was a thing. People would dye chicks. I guess it still happens. A lot of hatcheries don't do this anymore. Others say that it's not dangerous to the chick's health. The dye only lasts until the chicks shed their fluff and grow actual feathers. So it's more like dyeing your hair and then letting your roots grow out. But, you know, the process of it, you dunk in the funk, you know, you're getting it on their skin. So hopefully it's nothing that'll hurt the chickies. I don't know. When they grow up, do they have purple eggs? You had a rabbit that made little chocolate pieces, but they didn't taste good. I had a goat that did the same thing, Dennis. It was wild. Run away! He's got big, sharp, pointy. There's much debate, though, about dyeing chicks. I'm not a fan of that. I think that's stupid. I think that's vanity-dummity. Go dye some damn eggs. Pre-chicks. Dye the pre-chicks. The first story of a rabbit was not about St. Peter. It was actually named the Easter Bunny. But the first story of a rabbit hiding eggs in a garden was published in 1680. Yeah. 350 years ago, the first Easter Bunny story was published. That's a long time ago. That's some long distance lore. I don't know how far back the Tooth Fairy goes. Santa Claus don't make it that far. 1680? I don't know. Santa Claus. Gregory, Last Starfighter. Oh, there's a throwback, Fred. That was the first movie I ever dubbed illegally on the VHS. So I could watch it all the time. The feathers was easy. Applying the lipstick was hard. Where's their lips? Where's the damn lips? Easter takes place on a Sunday after the 40-day period called Lent. Lent is referred to as a time of fasting, but participants focus more on giving up one significant indulgence. I don't focus on giving up anything for Lent. I try to do something more for Lent. How about you guys? You know? Fish on Fridays, all that shenanigans, good for you. You should do something. You should do one more positive thing during Lent on a regular basis. And don't worry about giving something up unless you're just like a serial killer. Dexter, take time out for Lent. Hippitus, hopitus, Eastris onisui. Wee Swadowick. Holy Week is celebrated during this week leading up to Easter. It began on Palm Sunday, continues tomorrow on our Thursday, on Maundy Thursday, Good Friday, and then finally Easter Sunday. 10 Easter habits. Holy shit, it's already 8:16. How did I waste this much time? We got to blow through. We got to go. I've got a 5th grader coming up. We got to get there. We got a quiz action. But first, we got to talk about America's reading habits. Do you guys read books? I don't read as many books as I need to, and I like reading. I just don't anymore. And I think it's because I run myself so ragged, the second I start reading, I fall asleep. Damn it. I have so many good books waiting to be read. Stephanie's on to something, Jason says. You think so? Roast a peep like a marshmallow? Yeah. It kind of like caramelizes the sugary on the outside. That's dangerous. You could have a peep s'more. Constant reader. Alicia, I had a feeling you were. But how and why we're attracted to books turns out to be much simpler than what we probably think. A new survey from Thrift Books asked 2,000 U.S. adults about their reading habits, what they look for in a book. And so it kind of paints an illuminating portrait of America's reading habits. Here are some of the broad brushstrokes. Turns out we can and do judge a book by its cover. You buy a lot, but you rarely get to read. Julian, yeah, and I pass around a lot. Results suggest that nearly 6 in 10 Americans, 57%, have bought or read a book based solely on its cover. And a whopping 96% of those who said they did said that those attractive books largely met their expectations. Nice cover, it's a decent book. Shitty cover, get a good illustrator, kids. 8 in 10 respondents admitted to avoiding a book because of its outward appearance. That is an ugly-ass book. I'm not going to read that. Should have done better. The top reasons for rejection: 1, the book cover looked too plain, 61%. It used a font they didn't like, 56%. Featured art that didn't match the genre. This is a book about Harry Truman. Why is Kim Kardashian on the cover? Or used the movie poster of the book's film adaptation for the book. Oh, no, that's a hard no. That is not the book. That is now the movie adaptation book. You look for words in a book. You know, I start with page 1 and hope they show up. The average American reads a book a month. Anyone who worries that reading is falling out of fashion may be surprised to find we average 12 books a year as Americans. All the more reason to sink into a series. We like the book to screen thing. 2 out of 3 people admitted they only read books that have been adapted into movies or TV shows. I don't, and honestly, if I typically read the book, I don't watch the movie. Unless like Harry Potter and those, yeah. Like series things, crazy, you got to do that. But a lot of times, no, because they screw it up. Oh, well, I could go on a whole thing about that. I'm not gonna, because it's 8:17. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Stephanie's onto something. She's figured it out. What about reading in the day versus reading at night? What do you choose to do? If you consider yourself an avid reader, right? You're more likely to read during the day than at night if you're an avid reader. That's 88% versus 69%. Among day readers, nearly 2/3 attribute their preference to avoiding nightmares based on their reading material. Okay, so they're reading scary shit. They don't want to read that before bed. Tom Cruise's Reacher still pisses me off, and I haven't watched a single one of it. Nope, I couldn't either. I'm like, no, he's got his Mission Impossible shit. Go do all that. Playboy comes out every month. Yeah, just for the articles, Fred. Or Dennis, sorry. I mean, either of you. Over half of day readers want to escape to another place during the day. So that's their daydream, reading that book. Day readers are also more likely than night readers to prefer to read while surrounded by others. They like reading around other people. Nighttime reading may have its advantages, though. 56% of those who read at night says it helps them get better sleep, and 55% noted it helps them fall asleep faster. That's me for sure. But I don't like reading at night because I don't want to fall asleep. But during the day is busies. Sorry, Fred. Sorry for ruthlessly categorizing you there. Books make great gifts. We weren't at all surprised to learn that more than half of Americans, 53%, regularly give books as gifts to others. What did surprise was the factors that led to this and to what type of books they buy as gifts. Books identified as bestsellers, 44% of gifters. Other selling points, social media buzz around a book, 29%. An attractive cover, 29% as well. Much more than genre, 10%, or even the author at 9%. I don't give a shit what it's about or who wrote it. It's got a pretty cover. Here, Edna, happy birthday. Okay. The Da Vinci Code book movie ruined, yes. If you ever read the Christian science fiction Left Behind series, which was fantastic Christian fiction, it's fantastically written, destroyed, movie-wise, destroyed it. Okay, not going to talk any more about it, though. The top genres for gifted books. Number 1, romance, 47%. Fantasy at 45%. Comedy, 40%. Sci-fi, 39%. And history, 39%. All right, it is 8:20 a.m., 50 Shades of Grey. Here you go, Grandma. It had a great cover. Oh, man, that's beautiful. All right, where the hell am I? America Reads, we're done. It's time to get this little smart-ass kid up here. It says, yeah, I'm smarter than you. I already did the word problem. That's what he said. That's what he told me. Okay. I'm going to pre-copy the smarter than a fifth grader question. It's question number 4, so we'll get there. But it's time. It's been a while since we've done a smarter than a fifth grader. I felt like a Monday needed it. The following 5 questions come from the standard curriculum from a public school education in these beautiful United States of America. All hail the mighty teacher during this teacher appreciation era. Anyway, 5 questions, multiple choice. Get 4 out of 5, or you have to send Dennis a piece of bacon in the U.S. mail. Dennis, post your P.O. box. We'll drop the bacon if they don't get 4 out of 5. All right, good morning, Julian. Trevor. Here you go, Grandma. All right, what type of rock is created by heat and pressure? Is it A, metamorphic, B, igneous, or C, sedimentary? What type of rock is created by heat and pressure? A, metamorphic, B, igneous, or C, sedimentary? 1, 2, 3, go. Rock. Oh, mama. I did not specify, however, if the bacon needs to be cooked or raw or cured. What type of rock is created by heat and pressure? It is A, metamorphic. Yep. Sedimentary is the layers. Metamorphic is like how you make a diamond, or how you make it's changed by heat and pressure. I am no longer carbon. So there you go. You guys all blew it. Holy crap. Metamorphic. I'm sorry. I was a rock hound as a kid. I got that one right. I'm proud of me. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's one question. We're good. Number 2. A group of organs working together to perform bodily functions is known as A, an organ colony, B, a body structure, or C, an organ system. A group of organs working together to make all this shit happen is known as an organ colony, a body structure, or C, an organ system. Guess. 1, 2, 3, go. The correct answer is C, an organ system, an organ player. A group of organs working together with the same metronome will probably sound pretty good. But yeah, the answer is C, an organ system. All right, math question, not the word problem, just a general math question. Number 3. Round 862 to the nearest hundredth. Round 862 to the nearest hundredth. Is it A, 800, B, 860, or C, 900? Round 862 to the nearest hundredth. A, 800, B, 860, or C, 900. The Yeti of the future says, guess correctly, or you will die. Look how he just disappears. That's kind of actually fun. It's magic. The magic of television. 900 is correct. Yes, you round that up to 900. 862 rounds up to 900. All right. It's word problem time. I got to bust it into Restream for the YouTube and Twitchers. And I'm going to dump it into Facebooks for the rest of y'all. Damn, come on. As soon as the browser decides to get the window back open. Quit. I had a chat window pop up. Okay, there you go, Facebookers. Buses to the museum leave every 40 minutes starting at 8:15 a.m. It takes 20 minutes to get to the museum by bus. What time does the third bus leave for the museum? Is it A, 8:35, B, 9:15, or C, 9:35? There's your question. The answer, A, 8:35, B, 9:15, or C, 9:35. The answer. Rick got it. The answer is C, 9:35. Too tired for math in the morning. I feel you. I didn't even bother to try to answer that one. I was just like, I'm just going to give this to them and you guys figure it out. And yes, I apologize, but these assholes put another math question. Am I smarter than a 5th grader today? Question number 5. What is the greatest common factor of 54 and 72? The greatest common factor of 54 and 72. Is it A, 9, B, 2, or C, 12? When in doubt, choose C, right? Scantron. Brrrr. And then I got out to recess. What is the greatest common factor of 54 and 72? Is it 9, is it 2, or is it 12? Rick, Lorraine both say 9. 9? You are correct. The answer is A, 9. Well done. You know, as far as I see it, y'all got 4 out of 5 today. Let's go play some dodgeball. It's time for Warm and Fuzzies, and we got to wrap this sucker up. Hey, we made it happen. We made it happen. We didn't have to bail out on anything. I didn't have a did you know to kick out today. Warm and fuzzy. That good feeling, right? Too early for math. Yeah. Maybe we'll reserve those for only Wednesday or Friday mornings. A Monday is just too much to handle. It's too taxing. Thought is the greatest common factor. Yeah, the greatest missing common thought factor. Shit. Warm and fuzzies. Let's go. An 83-year-old Troy, Ohio woman recently fulfilled her lifelong dream of skydiving. Nancy Likens went to iFly indoor skydiving. Whew. She described the experience as exhilarating and unforgettable. You know, I'd be down to try the indoor skydiving, right? Where you just go in the tube and you're like inside a Dyson, basically. And you can just flippy-dippy and dip around and eventually slam your face in the wall. I'd be down to do that. I'm not jumping out of a plane. Screw that. I'll fall 20 feet. I'll justify that. Beyond that, no. But good job. Good job for Nancy. At 83, being able to do something like that, that's awesome. Get it. Get it. The Daily Mail says a Syracuse, New York resident, Karen Wiley, recently collapsed in her garden. She had a stroke. Collapsed right there in her garden. Her quick-thinking 3-year-old toddler called 911 and got help. The 3-year-old's name is Kip. I love that name, Kip. Just like on Dragnet. But the 3-year-old Kip called 911 and got help. Wiley faced serious injuries but survived due to her son's heroic actions. She says, my son saved me that day. Because of him, I get to watch my boys grow up. That's just nuts. At 3 to call 911. That's freaking awesome. Good job, kid. Good job, early education. And your final warm and fuzzy, another harrowing incident avoided in Victor, New York, according to WHEC, where a McDonald's employee named Caitlin Orme received awards for performing CPR on a customer. It's funny you said Ann ordered McDonald's, because here we are. Maybe it was the same one. No. Orme noticed the medical emergency during her shift and provided aid until paramedics arrived. She was honored with a safety award from Ontario County and a senator's citation recognizing her heroic actions. Orme's quick thinking and her bravery were celebrated with a cake at her McDonald's location. And then back to work, Orme. That's awesome. And it's because of that, right? That's the warm and fuzzies. Those are good humans. And that's just more, because all we hear is shitty news. And we hear giant orange things yelling at us and all this about that. And everybody's getting in fights and wound up over eggs and beating each other up over buying the Easter candies and shit. You know what? Calm down. Go listen to some good music. Decompartmentalize your stress. Figure out what's really necessary today. Most of it, probably not so much. All right? I want you guys to have a fantastic morning, a fantastic week. We'll jump back in Wednesday morning. I have no unplanned stupidity that's going to get in the way of the show. So, as far as I know, you never know. Any given Sunday on a Wednesday. But I do appreciate you guys being here. Stephanie's good to see you. It's been a hot minute. Hope all is well. Jason, thanks for coming in from the YouTube side. Not even a free scalding hot apple pie. Sorry, Steph. I hope you guys have a great week, all right? Be nice, humans. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me this morning, balancing my mental health, and I hope I help to balance yours as well. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. In the immortal words of Mickey